I'm starting to feel bad for these guys because they got their winter coats because we had these nice cool nights and now it's like 80 some odd degrees out here.
Yeah. Probably particularly hard on him.
Yeah. He's not quite as fuzzy. Flicker's got the worst coat right now, but he does have a hard time with it. Oh, and there's a crate sitting right on the bench. Come on, bud. It's a broken shot, but it's broken on top of it. Okay, so what he's doing right now is what we call a trot. If you watch his legs, they move in diagonal pairs. If you're adding English, you actually want to be coming up out of the saddle as the horse's outside leg is reaching forward. So how many beats would this be considered? I think I heard it. 2, 2. There you go. And how many beats is the walk? 4. Anybody? 4. 4. If you watch his legs, he doesn't move in lateral pairs or in diagonal pairs. Each leg moves independently, so it's a 4-beat movement. And then the next speed up is called the canter. And how many beats does this one look like it is? 3. I think I heard it. You guys gotta speak up. I'm on a running horse. 3. Okay, there you go. So which of his legs is landing second and stepping furthest in front?
Inside.
Which one? I can hear you. Inside. Inside. So he is on the correct lead right now. We're going to see how good he's feeling today. So watch carefully. You didn't get the hind end, but okay, so you guys can see cross canter. Bud, you going to fix it? Okay, did you see how he swapped his front end when he cut across the center? Do it again.
Yeah.
That time you got a little angry about it. So he does flying lead changes. So when I switch directions, you can actually switch which of his front legs is leading.
And he makes that look easy.
Yes. That is not normally an easy thing for a horse. It requires a decent amount of athleticism. It also is very helpful if they are not down on their forehand. Horses that are built downhill are going to have a much harder time with it. An uphill horse is going to have a much easier time with it. So, depending on your horse, sometimes those big stocky quarter horses that are built downhill have a really hard time getting the lead changes. So we have a flying lead change, which is when they do it when they're cantering. And we have what's called a simple lead change, where we come back to a trot for a step or 2 and fix it that way.
How do you get them to change all the different types of running? And
It's all based on where your legs are. If I just want him to walk, if he's standing still, I'm just going to add a little bit of leg. I'm not going to move my legs, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit. If he's really not listening, I'll turn my toes out, squeeze with the back of my calf, which is where all the muscle is. If I want him to trot, I'm not going to move my legs again, I'm just going to increase the pressure. So first I'm going to start with a squeeze. He's still walking. So I add a little clap. Now if I want him to canter, there's specific cues because I want him to start with that inside leg. I want him to have a leading inside leg. So I'm going to keep my inside leg at the girth or even put it a little bit further forward. my outside leg is going to go behind the girth, and I'm going to either sit or get up off of the saddle, because by posting I'm telling my horse that I want to keep trotting. So if I sit and push this leg back, he'll step right into the canter. Now sometimes they need a little bit more encouragement than that. He just happens to be a very well-trained horse. And I can't take any credit for it, he came that way. See if Beastie wants to go over a couple jumps. Ah, big boy. You're little. Now one of the things that's really nice about him, why I like using him for students, is you can really easily tell when he's going to leave the ground. Really you can. Especially when he leaves big. Because they're little. Come on, bud. So the kids can actually learn how to count strides with him. And they can count the 3, 2, 1 right before he leaves the ground, so that they can get up into their 2 points. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that makes me nervous.
Incorrect. In order to bend around that corner, he had to change his lead. But it's good that we're doing
3, 2, He hates that skinny. I know, buddy. He says it's not natural. All of our jumps are 12 feet across, except for this one that's 6 feet across. 3, 2, 1. Let's see if I can do it again with the purple. There you go, you fixed it. That's fine. Good boy. 3, 2, 1.
That has to be changed. Oh yeah. I mean, they'll do it out in the pasture. They do it all day long.
Like you move
Back.
Yeah.
You always keep the inside leg, the one closest to the middle of the ring, at the girth, if not pushing a little bit further forward.
And you move the outside leg back?
Back.
Okay.
And what you're trying to accomplish is pushing his haunches in, so that way he's more likely to lead with the inside leg. I'm a little out of shape, sorry.
Okay.
Any other questions?
We were just talking about why they have to change leads.
Okay.
So, but I'm sure, you know, they can't hear me all the way down there, so.
Can you think of why a horse might need to change which leg he's leading with? When that leg, when this inside leg, if he starts on his right leg canter, when that inside leg is landing second, he's actually going to be curved a little bit to the outside, which is going to make it very natural for him to go around the corners. Obviously a lead does not really make much difference when you're cantering in a straight line out through the field. It only makes a difference when you're in a riding ring. But when he switches directions, if he's leading with his outside leg, he's going to be bent this way. He's going to be bent to his barrel's going to be to the inside and his haunches are going to be out. And if you think about it going around a turn down here at the bottom of the ring, it's going to be really difficult when he's on the wrong lead.